So the fifth reason you should hire a life coach is because a life coach helps you focus on what matters the most to you in order to create the dream life that you want. You know, I can't tell you how many times in coaching sessions where clients are literally paying me money to help them achieve a certain goal, they end up talking about what they don't want, right? So I have to keep shifting them back to, okay, that's what you don't want. So what is it that you do want to create, if you can create anything? How do you want it to play out, if it can play out anyway? And imagine this is happening in the actual session where they're literally with me. Now imagine how much of that is happening in their life on a day-to-day basis, in your life on a day-to-day basis. How much do you focus on what you do want versus what you don't want? The truth is that our brains focus more on okay, here's what I don't want, here's what I don't want. But not even a fraction of that time we spend on what do I want, right? And that's why, to shift that focus, life coach comes in really useful, right? So I want to give you an example. This client that I had, she was in this company for several years and she wanted to shift, but she had a lot of reservations about her experience and her ability to apply outside in an interview and whether her experience would be sufficient or not. So she was constantly focusing on what she doesn't want to happen and what she's afraid would happen, etc., etc. And after several trials, I said, let's play a game. Let me ask you, let's pretend that we are 6 months down the line, you've already gotten the role you wanted, and now you're explaining to me using your own creative license of how exactly you created that and how the interview played out and the entire process played out. And something shifted in her when I said that, because she, in the next 12 to 15 minutes, she literally kept speaking and laying out that ideal scenario. And guess what? Within like 3 weeks of time after that, she actually created the role and that ideal scenario actually played out. That's the power of your focus, my friend. Wherever your mind focuses, that's what you create. That's where you're sending your energy. That's what you're creating. So I want you to really go back and reflect on your life on a day-to-day basis. How much time are you spending on what you don't want versus what you do want? And if you can shift that, if you can focus more on what you do want, you're going to see that you're going to start to create much more favorable scenarios. And if you need help with that, you hire a life coach. Bye.